In the mountains of southwestern Guizhou, there is a hidden ethnic group with its own characters, language, laws, and calendar, known as the nobles from ancient times. Their ancestors revered spirits, believing that the spirit world was a true reality. Their written language, passed down only to men, is a living fossil of hieroglyphics. Their new year begins in September and includes a 49-day celebration, which is also the longest festival in the world. They are one of China's 55th minority ethnic groups, but are almost forgotten by the outside world. They are the Shui people of China. On July 3rd, 2024, with a sense of respect and curiosity for the Shui people, 5 members of our group called Forget-Me-Not arrived in Guizhou province, traveling along Provincial Highway 205 deep into the heart of Guilan Mountain. We walked along winding mountain paths, closely following the footsteps of villagers, seeking out the stories that have been unfolded in the village and exploring this almost forgotten and scarcely recognized ethnic group. The Shui people originally did not live here in Guizhou, but migrated here from places like Shanxi and Henan to escape war. They revere water and prefer to live near it, thus giving the name Shui, or water people, with many of their traditions and customs closely linked to water and fish. Our destination this time was Pandong village in Guilan. Nearly 2,000 Shui people live here.
My name is Victor, and I'm 13 years old. I go to school at International School of Beijing, and I was born in America.
Hi, my name is Leah Fu. I'm 15, and I go to school in Kent, Connecticut.
我叫杨宇坤，今年12岁，然后我来自北京德宏学校。
My name is Cindy Wan, and I am 12 years old, and I am from America.
Hello everyone, my name is Chongfin and I'm 9 years old. I'm from America.
Nestled in the valleys of these mountains are generations of villagers whose ancestors first settled here thousands of years ago. To this day, the village retains the most aboriginal lifestyle and traditions of the Shui people. Fu Niang, who married into Pandong village from a nearby area at the age of 15, is one of the few outsiders in the village and is considered quite worldly. She has worked outside of the village, taken on some construction contracts, and built a new house in the village after earning some money. She currently manages public sanitation in the village and is familiar with every household. So thanks to her, we had the opportunity to visit several Shui families in the village. As we approached the entrance to Pandong village, we saw a well. According to Fu Niang, this well is over 100 years old and was an important water source for villagers before the advent of tap water. To make it easier for passing travelers to quench their thirst, someone placed a few drinking bowls by the well. We had heard that the Shui people are known for their hospitality, and these small details confirmed it. The village rarely sees outsiders, and our arrival seemed to disrupt its usual tranquility. An elderly woman from the nearby area came out to see us, smiling and waving kindly. Unfortunately, she didn't know any Mandarin, so we greeted her with the help of Fu Niang's translation. Fu Niang told us that the elderly woman is over 80 years old, and like many of the village's older residents, has never left the village in her lifetime. The surnames Meng and Wei are the two main surnames in the village. Today, we are visiting the home of an elderly Shui man called Meng Xianghua. Meng Xianghua is 78 years old and his wife Wu Jinghua is 76. The couple lives here with their son, granddaughter, and great-grandson, making it a 4-generation household. One side of the first floor of the house is reserved for livestock, while the other side has a stove, which serves as a kitchen. We were immediately captivated by the variety of livestock inside the house. Chickens, ducks, geese, dogs, pigs, cows. Never could we have imagined that so many animals could coexist harmoniously under the same roof with people. The opportunity to feed various animals up close was thrilling, and it was a farm-to-table experience like no other. At this moment, Meng Xianghua and Wu Jinghua return home. They usually get up early to work in the fields, gathering pig fodder and feeding the cows and pigs. After returning home, Wu Jinghua changed into clean clothes, the most traditional attire of the Shui people. Fu Niang told us that the Shui people avoid wearing red and yellow, particularly the bright shades of these colors, and instead prefer cool tones like blue, green, purple, and black, as these represent the colors of water. This reflects the Shui people's general aesthetics in clothing: simple, modest, and practical. Nearby, Meng Xianghua's eldest son, Meng Qiliang, was busy lighting a fire to cook. The rich vegetation of Guilan Mountain provides ample dry wood, which the villagers like to gather for cooking meals or preparing pig feed. Meng Qiliang told us that although some villages have started using electric stoves and other modern appliances, he still believes that food cooked on a traditional wood-fire stove tastes better, so his family usually sticks to this method.
也用，但是最好还是用这种煮饭呢，比那个电磁炉煮饭好吃，是这样。真的。那差不多了，您这个柴就从这里运进去就可以了。
那请问什么？我怎么知道烧的差不多？
你看这里不是还有一个火钳吗？你看你把火钳拿着。拿着你看，它这里不还有个缝吗？你看一下里面，看一下里面有没有穿完的，你看一下。对呀，但是我们在农村啊，不一定全部都要用过电磁炉，可以用柴火。
This traditional way of cooking was something we, who grew up in the city, had never seen before, so we all eagerly lined up to try lighting the fire ourselves. Knife skills are a crucial aspect of culinary culture of the Shui people, and indeed all of China. Fu Niang explained that the different cutting techniques can make a dish look different and also affect its taste and texture. When the ingredients are cut neatly and uniformly, they cook more evenly, resulting in better flavor.
刀背要这样靠着你这个位置，好，靠这个位置，但是这样的，手都要靠着这里。
Like other Shui households, many of the daily necessities in Meng Xianghua's homes are homemade, including this pot scrubber.
请问那个锅铲是用什么做的？
这个是用来做来高粱。
This was the largest pot and spatula we had ever seen, with the pot measuring 80 centimeters in diameter and the spatula 20 centimeters long.
全部快，要动作要快，动作要快，就是这个不均匀，菜不好吃，知道吧？
When we tried stir frying, Fu Niang couldn't help but urge us to speed up, as cooking too slowly would result in uneven heating, and affect the taste of food. With the help of Meng Xianghua and Fu Niang, we finally finished cooking. We carried the dishes up to the dining room on the second floor, which gave us an opportunity to explore the house more thoroughly. Meng Xianghua's house is the most typical example of Shui family architecture. The first floor is where livestock is kept and where the kitchen is located, while the dining room, main hall, and elders' living quarters are on the second floor. The attic on the third floor is usually where children sleep. At this moment, Meng Xianghua's granddaughter, Meng Yunli, came down from the attic carrying her son, Chen Tinghe. Although the attic stairs looked very steep, they moved up and down with ease and confidence. In the living room, we saw the ancestral tablets, with the current family photo hanging beside them. This clearly shows the importance the Shui people place on their family. In Pandong village, most of the buildings are 1 to 2 centuries old. By comparison, Meng Xianghua's house is relatively young, at just over 40 years old. He constructed it himself, and now, at 78, he reflects on those days in his 30s. Like many other elderly people, Meng Xianghua and his wife barely understand Mandarin, so our communication with them had to be translated by Fu Niang. This gave us a direct and profound understanding of the importance of language in communicating with the outside world. We sat down with Meng Xianghua and his wife to enjoy the dishes that we had just cooked. Although they were very simple, it was our first time using the most traditional Shui methods, making it a very special experience for the 5 of us. Meng Xianghua's family was extremely hospitable, to the point that we felt a bit sheepish. Before leaving, we tried to offer a gift as a token of our gratitude, but they kindly refused. Fu Niang explained that the Shui people are exceptionally warm and welcoming, and they would generously host even strangers who happen to pass their village.
Well, there were definitely some things that made this trip more difficult yet interesting. One of the things was definitely language barriers. For example, one of the days we went, I'm sure they talked about already, but we were cooking, and one of the older ladies, she couldn't hear, and after we said something, another person had to literally yell it into her ear for her to understand, and she didn't know Mandarin, which is what we know. So that part of all the translation and stuff was definitely more difficult.
We cooked, and I thought this was really fun because I learned how to cook in the first time. It's not the same as learning to cook in my own house because, well, my mom would be teaching me, but this time it was with my friends and also those some villagers who showed us their daily lives and how they cooked. So anyways, I thought this whole trip was really fun, and it was its purpose was really good. It's not only for sightseeing or just having fun or anything. We also learned other people's culture.